What's going on, good people? Today's video, I'm going to be installing this seat cover that I got off of Amazon. Does not have a name brand on it, so it just says back seat cover for dogs. The thing is, though, I needed something that for my kids at least. And so, you know, kids can be messy. When you give them food, they have a tendency to put crumbs everywhere. On top of that, I do also have a dog that has a tendency to shed. That said, though, the intent for this is to get a seat cover that I can use with the latch system on the car seats. Now, if you do not know, latch stands for lower anchors and tethers for children. So I'm going to show you that really quickly, and then we're going to get into installing the car seat cover. The lower anchors and tethers actually secure the, in this case, the base of the car seat, or in the case of a toddler seat, there are anchors located down here. You can't really see them, but this, on this car, it has this tab right here, if we can focus on it, that lets you know where the anchor is in the seat. But down in there, you can kind of see it a little bit. There's a little hook looking thing, kind of like that, and then you attach your lower anchor to that, and then that way you don't have to use the seat belt to connect the car seat to. And so in the case of this one with the base, the car seat just drops in and locks in, and that's it. With the toddler seat, though, there are straps that run up, around, and through the back, and then back down on the other side, and then they tie into the lower anchors here and right about there, if I could point through the car seat. First things first, to get the seat cover installed is to remove the car seats. Need to vacuum out the seats, because as you see, there are crumbs there already. And then we'll put the cover in and then put the seats back in. I have the seat cover installed, so I'm going to go back through the steps really quickly, because I know that was just like a time lapse and you all didn't see everything. All right, so this is the seat cover, and here is what looks like a handle. This goes between the back of the seat and the bottom of the seat. Then at the top of the seat, up here, there's a strap, and that strap just goes over the top of the headrest, and it is adjustable so that you can tighten it down to be tight around the headrest. Then here is where you can access the seatbelt buckles. Now, I in my particular vehicle, have a center seat belt that is actually like a shoulder belt. So what I'm going to probably have to do is the center cover, the center part here, actually unzips. And so as you see right here is the center seat belt. So I'll probably leave one of these unzipped so that the center seat belt can come through. I guess that's the downfall in this, is that the center seat belt, there's no opening for it or anything else of the nature to accommodate it, but you can just unzip one side of this and then buckle it through to the other side. And yeah, because it has to zip downward instead of upward. I guess that could be something that could be improved, is that maybe it could zip upward, and then that would allow you to slide the seatbelt through but still have it attached towards the top. And I may do something that could possibly, let's see, so there's some Velcro here. I guess that's designed to keep that up in place, or if you fold it down, for it to be Velcroed down. All right, so we put everything back together, and then I'll reinstall the car seats. One other thing I realized, this fell out when I took things apart. But what I realized, this is actually designed to connect onto your dog. So this goes into the seat belt, which you would then feed through one of the holes down here, like this flap here. So you buckle this in, excuse me, to the seat belt, and then you connect this to the harness of your dog. If you don't have a dog harness and you are transporting your dog in a vehicle, you need to get a dog harness and not connect the leash to the collar. And the reason being is, if you were to be involved in a car accident and the dog is connected to the collar via seatbelt, that the dog could actually have his neck snapped or worse in the event of an accident. Thus, a harness actually goes across the chest and will disperse the shock of vehicles colliding better across the body, instead of the collar grabbing and potentially snapping your dog's neck. All right, so I'm gonna go ahead and buckle this in. That way, when I do transport the dog, it's already there. Now, I will be honest, this strap is not as designed in the same manner as the other dog strap that I have. So what I may end up doing is, in addition to buckling this in, I may also run this in some kind of way. Let me go show you. Well, no, that'll be a different video. But yeah, I'm gonna go ahead and buckle this in and continue reassembling things. Now the seats are reinstalled. Now the only issue that I have is that there's not another gap close towards the edge of the seat cover. And so because of where the latch anchors are positioned, the seat cover actually, as you can kind of see there, goes inward. And so I can pull on it, but to make the strap tight, it's going to pull the seat cover in. I did go ahead and put the dog latch attachment here in place. So it is buckled into the seatbelt back there. I may reconfigure that later. Also, this thing has a pocket. Not sure what the pocket is for, but there's a pocket there. And then I put the toddler seat in as well. And it's positioned in the same thing with the toddler seat. As you see, the cover of the seat is actually pulled in because of the position of the anchors. One suggestion I would have for the manufacturer of this is to maybe have a longer slit here for latch anchors, and that way you'll have full coverage of the seat, and this will not be folded up like you see here. One other thing that I forgot to mention earlier is there is a strap here that goes over the corner of the seat now, and that's to keep the bottom of the seat down. The problem is, because of the contours of this seat, it will not go under there. So what I did on the other side, and I'm going to do here now on this side, is to actually just tuck it down in between the trim and the seat to hold it there in place. And it's not perfect, but it will stay in place. And like I said, this part is not protected, but this is at the very edge. The biggest thing I'm really concerned about is the bottom of the seat and maybe the back of the seat, because when the dog is in here, he has a tendency to move around and whatnot. And so sometimes he'll touch the back of the seat, and sometimes he'll hit the bottom of the seat. If you were watching the part of the video where I was vacuuming out the car, it was dog hair on the back of the seat, from where sometimes he'll sit up and lean with his butt towards the bottom. But of course, dogs being dogs, their hair comes off and it goes everywhere, including the upper part of the back of the seat. So that's why I had to vacuum both the top and bottom of the seat. But as you see, the seat cover is in. There are some room for improvements for this particular one that I would give. Like I say, if this cut where the bottom and where the back of the seat cover and the bottom of the seat cover meet, where if that slit was a little bit longer, then it would be perfect for the latch system. However, if you're just using the seat belt with your child's car seat, then you probably won't have these problems if you're just using the seat belt. But I prefer to use the latch anchor because of the fact it secures it better in. That said, thank you for watching this video. Comments or questions about installing the car seat. And like I say, it doesn't have a name brand on it. Let's see if we can find something on here really quick. Okay, so here we go. By the way, these are the instructions. So I'll show you that. 1, 2, 3, and 4. And at the bottom here, it has a Highway Network Technology Company Limited. It is made in China, by the way. And let's see, anything else? No, that's it. And then also it has some instructions here. I'll put these so you can see them. But it says to do a search easy highway. That text at the bottom there, I can't really point to it. Easy highway to find more info. Well, it says to find more wonderful. So much for translating, right? That said, though, I do think it's a decent seat cover. And as you hear, my child is getting ready to start fussing, which means it's time for the end of the video. So I thank you for watching. Please be sure to subscribe and comment if you have any questions. Thank you for watching.